What is going on, people of the YouTube universe? It is I from Homo Sapien, and here is some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and today I'm going to be talking about some words of wisdom. I've decided to name this series, if you can even call it a series, words of wisdom, because, I don't know, I think these are some things that are... Wait, watch me own these two little boys. First of all, before I get into this little series, I want to mention that in this gameplay, I just massacred these little boys. And if you are into seeing little boys' buttholes getting pierced by bullets, then by all means continue watching this video. Now, it is not me raping these little boys, like sexually raping them. I'm just raping them in the terms of being... Watch this! Bam! That was some bullshit. I should have killed that guy. I should have killed that guy. This game fucked me over right there, and you know what? I'm like, fuck it, and I just go continue fucking these little boys in the assholes. With bullets, of course, not my penis, because I am not a pedophile. So anyways, this series, or whatever you want to call it, is gonna be called Words of Wisdom, because these are some things that I randomly think of, and I'm pretty sure lots of people randomly think of these things too. And these are some things that maybe if you feel a bit uncertain about asking these questions or mentioning these things, then I will gladly mention it to you. If you feel stupid mentioning them or asking them, you know, I'm gonna do it, because why else would I not do it? I mean, I have questions. I have curiosity. Anyways, I'm just rambling. So first of all, water. Is water wet? Like, I mean, does water get wet? Like, is water wet? It can get shit wet. Like, if I wet myself, if I splash myself with water, of course, I'm gonna get wet. But water itself, is it wet or can it get wet? Like, if you splash water on itself, does it get wet? The more you know. Anything liquid, like, except for, well, liquid metal, is that considered, like, if you splash liquid metal on yourself, you're gonna die, but are you wet? Like, does it contain that? Like, wet is a consistency, right? Wet is like a I don't even know what wet is. Now I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Like, what is wet? Is wet a consistency, or is wet like, I don't know. So liquid metal, if you splash on, like, wha-bam, splash on yourself, do you get wet? I mean, if you get chicks horny, they get wet, but I mean, does water get wet? Do liquids get wet? Or I don't know. Something. That's what I'm wondering. And what if, have you ever thought about, like, infinity? Like, for example, let's say, you know, there are different planets out there, and imagine them getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and like bigger and bigger, like the biggest planet you can ever... Well, I mean, I guess big is, you can't really measure big unless you compare it to something else. So if you don't know the actual size of what you're comparing it to, then you can't really determine what big is. So that's a bad example. Like, let's say, okay, so a lot of people believe in, like, a higher being, or like a creator. So my question is, if there's a creator to create us, wouldn't there be a creator to create that creator too, and another creator to create that creator, and then another creator to create that creator, and that creator will have to be created by another creator, and that other creator will have to be created by another creator, and that other creator will be created by another creator, and these creators just keep creating shit, but who's the first creator if there is such thing as a creator? I don't know. See, I'm wondering the same shit, because it boggles my mind that we live in such a small part of this world. I mean, the whole universe, even though I don't know how big the universe is, like, no one can measure how big a universe is. And I'm just really amazed by how big shit can get, or how infinite stuff can get. Like, okay, so for another example, so if Microsoft wrote a program, like wrote Word, or wrote Word What program did they use to write Word? And what other program did they use to write the program that wrote Word? And what other program did they use to write the program that wrote the program to write Word? And it just keeps going backward and backwards and backwards and stuff like that. That's just, I don't know. And watch me own this little boy. I turn on him. He shoot me. He gets hit markers. I'm like, nope. Turn around. Drop shot. Kabam. In his nutsack. And he goes, wabam. He dies. He dies. So these are some questions that I have been pondering upon, and that have been keeping me awake. And you know, I have some insomnia because I keep thinking about these questions. Like, if I were to be created by a creator, I guess like my creator would be my parents. But oh, the same thing again. So if my creator was created by another creator, who created that creator that created the creator that created my creator? What about that shit? Like, where did we come from? How did the first life on Earth start? How did life in general start? Who created the first life, and who created the life that created that life? I mean, I don't believe in that higher being stuff, but this is some shit that, you know, it's freaking bam, headshot. And that freaking I have questions about. If the creator of whatever creation of creators, if the creator of creators is listening, contact me, and then we can get something going, and maybe I can advise you in some creations that will actually be useful, instead of creating a creator and creating a creator that creates a creator that creates another creator that creates another creator that creates another creator that creates human beings, because we are some fucked up motherfuckers, because we're fucking up the world we live in. Not everybody, but most of us. We're throwing plastics out. Most of us don't recycle. And okay, I'm going to, like, you know what? I'm not an all green guy. Like, I'm not Piccolo. I'm not Yoda. I'm not who else is green? Fucking Hulk. I'm not a green dude. I'm not really about environment. Okay, sometimes about environmental, but I'm not big on it. Like, if I can help a little bit, okay, I will help. But if I don't feel like helping, I'm not gonna help. So, fuck whatever I'm talking about. I'm gonna move on to the next subject that comes randomly to my mind. Have you ever thought about, like, the thought of killing somebody? Because all these, you know, there are people that have killed, and what happens, like, what do you think of when you kill somebody? Either you shoot them, you stab them, you choke them with your dick, you wrap your dick around them, you pull out your intestine and, like, wrap it around their esophagus, or make them, or you just drown them in semen, your own semen. Well, like, what do you think about when you kill somebody? Are you like, if you were to kill somebody by raping them, I guess you would be pretty horny. You would be like, ah! You would try to destroy them, I would say. So, what do people think about when they, I guess some people don't think about shit when they kill people. But, I don't know. If I were to kill somebody, I would think about, like, lots of happy shit. Not that I'm planning to kill anybody. I'm just saying that if I were to, I wouldn't be able to kill anybody, because, oh, damn. I bet you like that. Because I don't think I'd have the stomach to kill somebody. That's some weird ass shit. I gotta be out of my mind to kill. Not saying that people that kill people are out of their mind. You know, I guess there are it's like a circumstantial thing. Damn! What now, bitch? It's a circumstantial thing, like if your life is in danger. But if you're gonna, like, murder somebody out of no reason, or I don't know. Anyways, what if, I'm just gonna get back to weird topics like the other topics that I was talking about in the last video. What if our penises were our nipples, and our nipples were in the area of our penis? Just let that sink in, and imagine. Just imagine it. So when you be breastfeeding, are you gonna be breastfeeding from your crotch? You're gonna be fucking with your nipples? Like if you had two dicks just drooping there, it's like long ass. It's like drooping nipples. If you had two dicks there, and when it gets hard, it pokes out. It'd be like hard nipples, but like extra long. So when you bump chest, you'll be fucking technically, or I mean, if you when you fuck, you'll be bumping your chest and you'll be like boo boo boo. Anyways, bye bye. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video, please consider watching our previous video, and please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.